do a video on my makes for the month of June. Before I go through that, here's what I'm wearing. This is the Simplicity 2934 pattern, and it's just a t-shirt pattern. I'll just stand up really quickly. So it goes like right above my knees, and I'm just wearing it with these ready to wear leggings. All right, let's get started. I started off making these muslins. I made 2 muslins of the Rebecca Page Laura dress. There's the pattern. Neither one of them fit. The pattern states to go with your bust measurements, which I did. That put me at a small, I believe. So I graded out to a medium. It still did not work. And I'm not sure where that muslin is. I'm gonna do a review about it, but that didn't work. So I think what I'm gonna do next is to make the size that I cut out, the small at the top, the medium in the hips, and do it in a knit fabric and see how that turns out. That should work because, of course, usually knits give you a lot more room. So I'm gonna use a Ponte knit. I'll do a review after that. So, because it actually is a woven or a knit pattern. So that's all I made as far as clothing. I got into doing my home decor, doing some home decor in our bedroom, and I worked on that for most of the month. I did several different projects, and I've already done a couple of videos where I showed pictures, but I'll show a couple of things that I made. So this is one. So I ordered some pictures of Tim and I, because we take a lot of pictures anyway. So, but of course, they stay in our phone like most people. But I ended up getting some pictures printed out, and I went to the dollar store and bought a whole bunch of frames, and I just started framing stuff. So this is a dollar store frame. What I did was put this cord, I just glued it with hot glue, and I bought these little pieces or these little wooden words from the dollar store also, and I just hot glued that on there. So, and I just hung it up. Here's another picture that I ordered and just framed and put a little piece of rope on it and hung it up. And here's another one. This one is the one dollar store frame, and I bought this word. This is believe. I bought believe, love, and dream, and I just put a piece of rope on it and put this little piece of tree branch that I got from the dollar store. I actually got a whole bag of these. I didn't know what I was going to do with them when I got them, but I knew something would come to me, and it did. So I glued that one on, kind of like laying on the side. This one, I just glued them on in rows. Put another piece of rope on it and glued it to the back. Tore off the backing so that they lay flat to the wall, and I just glued on the little pieces of branch. Another thing I did this month was this little piece. So I got these, actually got these, what do you call these? These rings, wire rings from Michaels, I think I might have got them. Yeah, I got them from Michaels. These 2 rings, and then I also just got this yarn from Michaels also. And then I took a little piece of rope and attached it to the back and hung it up. So it just hangs down like that. So that's for the most part what I did as far as home decor. I did some other little things. Here's one. I bought a couple packages of these flowers. It was 2 in a pack, and I believe I got 4 of these. And I bought this little piece of wood that had wording on it from the dollar store, and It was just a piece of block, and I just took a piece of rope and glued it to the back of that and just popped this piece of flower on it to kind of dress it up a little bit. And then one day I got into jewelry. It was completely out of the blue. Some of the things that pop in my head or that I do, it's like, where did this come from? Actually, you know what? I started a board on my Pinterest a couple years ago. It was probably when I started sewing, because they were these button earrings that I saw, and they were stacked. And I put several different things like DIY jewelry on my Pinterest board, because I wanted to someday get into making other things like jewelry, and I thought it would be a cute idea to make earrings or jewelry with buttons. And then when I was seeing all these different pictures and I was saving all these different ideas to my Pinterest board, I figured one day I would get to it. And then, of course, I have plenty of buttons. So how did it all start? I think I went to the store and I bought, I'm not sure the order, but at some point I went to the store and I bought some wire and some jewelry backings, like the little hooks for the jewelry. And I bought some other little things that I thought I would probably need to make some button earrings. And I came home and I was just kind of like playing around with different ideas, and I made these one pair of button earrings. I'm not sure what happened to them, where they are right now. I might have dismantled them. Basically, how I did it, it was just kind of like a trial, and it wasn't like cute. So once I figured it out, I think like got the kind of to play around with it a little bit. I figured out how to do it right, and I think I took those apart, I want to say. But then I was playing around with these other ones. Well, I saw this. I was looking at, after I bought all these different wires, I was looking at this earring that I had. These earrings that I bought from an art show years ago, and they were really cute. So I bought these earrings. And so with the wire that I had, I was like, let me see if I can like form that, because that seems pretty simple. So I did. I made the earring, and it came out pretty good. You can see that. So while I was like, when I first started this earring and the way it was forming, I was like, I wonder if I keep on going all the way around, just like keep going around and around, how those would look. So as soon as I got done with these, which took like minutes, I made these. And you have to kind of play around with the wire depending on how sturdy it is. This is 16 gauge wire, so it's thicker and it's a little stiffer, which it's supposed to be to keep its shape better. These I think were 18 gauge because they're pretty soft to move around and reform. So what I was thinking, I'm not sure if I did these first or it was after I ordered these earrings from a girl on Instagram, because I found her when I was going through my patterns and I was looking for inspiration from people that had already made these patterns. So I went to her website, and she has a shop where she sells face masks, earrings, and art. And so I ordered a pair of her earrings. I think they were the only ones that were available for sale. So I bought a pair because I wanted to support her, because she was Black. And here they are. It looks like, I'm not sure, but it looks like it feels like it's maybe a couple layers of jean fabric or denim fabric. And you can see it's denim on that side. I don't know, it could be just super thick fabric, but I'm thinking this has a backing, because this yellow fabric, I don't think it would be like this would be the backing of this whole thing, but it's possible. But anyways, I was looking at it and I was like, seeing how it was constructed, because that's what we do. And I was just like, it's just a piece of fabric, and she just, you know, put the attachment on it, and that's it. So I was thinking, I think I can, like, I want to play around with some fabric and make some fabric earrings. So I did play around with it and some pieces of fabric. It didn't come out that great, but here's what I came up with. And it's not 2 pieces of fabric. This is only 1 piece of denim fabric, and I just did some hand stitching to it, but it's not thick at all. So definitely not as thick as these. So I'm pretty sure she probably used a couple layers of fabric. But anyways, so I went from that, and then I made these stacked earrings with buttons, and those were cute too. But I took those apart because after I had started kind of like playing around with stuff, I wanted to redo them and make them better. So here's the remake, and I added some more buttons, and I used, instead of what I used before, which was just a little piece of wire, like just a small stick wire, and I used this twill or cording and strung them through. So I went from that, and I wanted to originally put in like a hole in a big button, and just put like a single button in one of those really big buttons, and then put a hook on it or attachment. And I bought this tool because some reason I thought this was gonna work on a button. Well, this is supposed to, I figured since it's supposed to cut through or punch a hole in a little piece of metal, that it should work on a button because it's plastic. Well, all it did was like basically chip the button, so that wasn't gonna work. So I was thinking in my head, like, what can I get to put a button in or put a hole in the button? So I think I was talking to Tim, and he was like, maybe you can drill a hole in it. So I don't know if that had crossed my mind or not, but he went ahead and got his drill and put a hole in my button. So I was able to have these huge button earrings. So as you can see, it just has the attachment on it, or what do you call it, a jump ring, and then the attachment, and the hole was perfect. So I bought these earrings, or these buttons from Walmart, and they're super cute. I love them. So then after messing around, and I got a few orders for these, I've made several pair of these. I made them in gold, silver, black wire. This is more of a yellow gold, but I also have a more of a, I don't know what you would call this, gold. So this is more of a like yellow gold, and this is like the, I guess, real gold, or I don't know. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. So I made some gold ones, I've made copper colored ones like these, and then this rose gold. I made these. So I actually was playing around. I actually saw these on Etsy, and I was just kind of thinking of other ideas that I could like mold earrings into. And so I saw this idea on Etsy, and I just basically replicated it. And then I took this idea and came up with this idea. So it was very similar, but I just did the winding up more So super cute, super excited about these. And while I was doing all of this, I was watching videos of this lady or channel, or YouTube channel that actually makes a lot of different art, and they were making all kind of things. They made some rings, which I want to try some rings next, bracelets. So I saw this idea and I had to make it. This is a bracelet. It's kind of janky right now because this wire is too thin, but that's basically how it looks. And I just put a pearl on it. And then this one is more stable wire, but it's still not great as far as how it's constructed, because the way they did it, they actually banged out this little tip right here to flatten it, but I didn't do that because I was just playing around with it at the time just to see how it would look. So I did these. What else did I make? These are not earrings, but I could easily just pop some hooks on them, and there'll be some one nice pair of earrings, a simple silver earring. And I made some other ones which I had given away, but I have pictures, so I'll pop some pictures in. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, so those are my makes for the month of June. This month, hopefully I'll get some more garments made. Like I said, I do want to remake the Laura dress, and then I have a couple things started. Well, one thing is started, and then I have a York pinafore that I've already cut out. So I just need to sew it up. And yeah, I have a whole bunch of other things that I need to make this month, or that I intend to make this month, as far as clothes, because I still need to make my aunt several things, and I need to shop for fabric for that. Oh, mask. I made a lot of masks. I don't know how many I made last month, but I was busy. I was very busy last month. So, all right, thanks for watching. Bye.